in chapter 16, reading from verse 30 to 34. And we picked up about 10 lessons, and God was so faithful to us. Everything was in order. Say amen.
Amen.
And last week we spoke on how altars stands against our finance. Altars doesn't just stand against you in an absentia. It stands against us, even our finance. You see some people that they will have money early, and at the middle age, you see that the money disappears. You also discover that some people do not make money early. At their middle age, they make money, and at the latter end, it goes off. We also discuss on foundational powers that have been disrupting people from fulfilling their destinies. There are some people that their family, they don't reach the age of 60. Altars are behind it. There are some people in their family, they reach 80, but they reach 80 with bad health, manipulation and obstruction of the devil. But today, we shall be speaking on the continuity of the subject we started. Let's open our Bible to the book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 1 to 6. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mountain, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron, and said unto him, verse 2, and Aaron said unto them, break off golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. Verse 3. And all that the people break off the golden earrings, which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graving tool, after he had made it a mountain calf. And they said, this be the whole Israel, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Verse 5. And when Aaron saw it, and he built an altar. He built an altar before it. And Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is a feast of the Lord. Verse 6, which is the last verse. And they rose up early on the morrow, and offered burnt offerings, and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to place. From inception, God created the heaven and the earth. The earth was without form. Everywhere was void, and there was darkness. And as you all know scripturally, God was the utmost in heaven. And we also remember lucidly that he was deputized by Lucifer. He was on the same level with God. And God, being a jealous God, he relinquished him of that position. Because of that, Lucifer will play hanky-panky, and hanky-panky. He lied to Adam and Eve, because when Adam and Eve were not yet created, he was assistant. But the moment Adam and Eve were created, Adam became the next to God. Adam became the next to God because Adam automatically rubbed the same mind. Anything God was taking was the same thing that Adam was taking. Who God was whom Adam was. But because he has lost his position, he was trying everything to disposition Adam. And that was why he went to weaker vessel, which was Eve, to lure Eve. And he successfully lured Eve. And automatically, it rubbed on Adam. And God chased them off. Life has become turbulence, and all kinds. I'm going somewhere. After all this happened, God himself did not chase Lucifer from heaven, but he chased Adam and Eve. Never you give a second chance to your enemy. Lucifer was an enemy to God because he messed up with the creation of God. God punished the creation, but he left Lucifer thinking Lucifer has been with me for a while. But Lucifer did not stop there. Luring, going helter-skelter. Because one, he tried to betray God through Abraham, he failed. He tried to betray God through Isaac, he failed. He tried to betray God through Jacob, he also failed. And even on the latter end, he still tried on Joseph. He made his family members, his siblings, to sell him. How? Because of what? He wanted him to be hungry so that he would use his anger on his siblings. But God was so faithful to Joseph. He calmed himself, he calmed his temperament, and he welcomed his siblings back with peace. Now, when that one ended, Lucifer was also still going on around. And he's been termed several names. What name do you know Lucifer for? Satan, devil, destroyer, thief, morning star, and so on. Please, the point I'm making here is I just try to bring God from the beginning to know why how author started. And when he continued, he got to a state. Satan loved to worship, he loved to be worshipped so that people can worship him. But people did not create an ambience for his worship. And there was no way the children of Israel, they got to Egypt through Lucifer using the children of Jacob to sell Joseph to Egypt. And when they got there, they still found favor with God in Egypt. And God still looked for a way through Moses. Moses that took them out of Egypt. And God also used him to give them quails, rain, manners, and all kinds. He went to God to pray. And before he descends, they have already gathered up and hearing that Aaron was the younger brother to Moses. And Aaron was also the second in command to Moses. They went to him and said, please make us a God. That is where altar started. Make us a God. This God is delaying us. This God has not answered our prayer. This God only fed us yesterday. But today we cannot see him again. That was why they came up with the altar. They said, I said, Moses that brought us out of Egypt. Where is he? In our respective and daily lives, we must be looking at it that yesterday God was with us. Today, is God with us again? Altars. I'm going somewhere. Shout glory.
Glory.
Shout glory.
Glory.
Only a big God because there's no mind. Nevertheless, Egyptians were drawn, but Israel escaped. But nevertheless, when they came up, something happened. The devil lost his grip when the children of Israel had an encounter back with Moses. And God wanted to destroy the children of Israel. You read verse 14, and God himself repented from killing them. The devil was for God to destroy them because they have built altar. But there was a man that pleaded, who was Moses. Irrespective of the altar that might be disturbing you from your respective homes, God is set to raise an intermediary for you this morning. Say amen.
Amen.
I said God is set to intervene in your matter this morning.
Amen.
Say louder, amen.
Amen.
You might have been looking at it. Why me? Why am I faced with challenges? Why the disasters? Why the situation? Why the persistence and the prevalence of situations? Why am I being attacked day and night? We have talked on the principles of altars, but now we want to talk on why. On Thursday we did it and we said why this, why that, yes or yes. We were able to provide some plausible solutions, but today we'll be providing another lasting solutions to why attacks. No one throws a stone at a fruitless tree. That you are being attacked, it means you are fruitful. It means your destiny is glorious. That you are under the molestation and the manipulation of the devil, It shows that your destiny was predestinated and it was awesome, wonderfully and beautifully made. You are an institution set up by God to disorganize the devil. And remember, his assignment has been to be worshipped, but God has set you up for him to worship you.